It's noon time, guys. It's time for the Junkman Nooner, where we kind of just talk and kind of rap, if we will, about old toys, old movies, 80s, vintage stuff. Maybe some new stuff every now and then, but it's really to get the comment section go to hear from you guys. And we know we've talked about a lot of the Star Wars stuff I grew up on, like the Land Speeder a couple days ago. And it was a lot of you guys love the Land Speeder also. We talked about the Castle Grayskull and getting into He-Man. I wanted to talk today about the best playset, at least from my point of view as being a kid. Not saying it was the best playset ever. I mean, for the He-Man line, I didn't have this Eternia, the planet. That would have been awesome. I didn't know about that. But I know you're thinking probably Castle Grayskull, right? Well, you're probably not thinking that because you saw the thumbnail at the top of the video. But we're going to talk Snake Mountain. I love this playset. Now, I've talked about it before I got into. I was kind of forced into He-Man. I believe it was the Christmas of '83, where I woke up for Christmas morning. I had a whole bunch of He-Man stuff. I can remember. It was probably before the summer break of '83, early '83. I can remember being on the school bus and some kids had He-Man and Skeletor and some other figures. They wasn't kids I knew. They must have been a grade younger than me. And I didn't know what it was. I'm embarrassed to say I was like, what? I remember I felt out of the loop. It was my first time I ever felt getting old. Then that summer, I was like, okay, I'm going to check out this He-Man. I hear so much about it. I watched the cartoon, but still, I remember I was like, I'm into Star Wars. Star Wars is my thing. I didn't care about another He-Man. I kind of watched the cartoon. I kind of kept saying, hey, He-Man's stupid. I was turning 10 that year, so I was like, He-Man's stupid. But I guess my parents knew that I would like it. So Santa Claus came, gave me Castle Grayskull, all the figures that was probably out at the time, which probably wasn't many, I'm not really sure, 8, 9 of them. Remember I got the bird. Somehow I ended up with 2 of the birds, but remember that little bird, you could put it on your finger and everything and make the wind. But anyway, so I was kind of forced into it, and I loved it ever since then. And then I went from '84, my Star Wars buying went. It was a good time. I think everybody's Star Wars buying in '84 was about dying out. So I was into He-Man. And I guess it was probably Christmas of the following year, '84, or maybe it was birthday. I'm pretty sure for something this size it had to be a birthday or Christmas or something. But I got Snake Mountain. Now, I was a big fan of playing with Castle Grayskull. Don't get me wrong. I love Castle Grayskull. That bridge comes down. It's got an elevator in the back. I loved it. But this thing, I played with more than any other playset in my childhood. I love the Death Star. I've talked about how much I love the Death Star playset. I think it only lasted a couple of years and it was broke and disappeared. Love the Cantina playset. I talked about it. And as much as I love Star Wars, I don't remember playing with anything as much as I remember playing with Snake Mountain. I love this thing. First it closed up, but then you opened it up. So it's kind of like, I used it like a carrying case. I put my fingers in it and close it up. I can remember it had a little drawbridge. Not really a drawbridge. Just a bridge. It connected the 2 parts where it swung open. You know what I'm talking about. I can remember having my fingers walk across that and up these stairs trying to get to the top. At the top was had a swinging door that had like a skull face on it. I'm looking at a picture too. There's a wolf now I'm looking at. It has like a wolf face on it. Now, I'm pretty sure I had this door, but I must have lost it pretty soon because I don't remember the door being on it. I remember standing figures right there. It had a little trap door. You could hit a little switch in the back. Trap door open, your figure fall down. So I would put He-Man up there and they'd be like, hey, Snake Mountain. I'm at Snake Mountain is what's his name? Skeletor. Skeletor in here. Come on out, Skeletor. Come on out. And then it hits the button and he falls. I think you could turn that snake. It had a snake at the top where you could push him over the side. I love that. But on the other half, it had these things where you could lock up people by their wrists. It's awesome, man. The detail of this thing was great. All the little molding, the skulls all over everything. It was just awesome. But I'll get to what I really love. But they had a face with a little lever in the back where you can make its mouth move. And to me, it reminded me of the trash heap from Fraggle Rock. Remember the trash heap? I always remind me of something like I would see on Fraggle Rock. But, man, love Fraggle Rock. Who didn't love Fraggle Rock? I should do a whole video about how much I loved Fraggle Rock even when I was probably too young. Uncle Travel and Mac. Oh my God, I could start a whole video on that. Oh, Pepper Jack, love Fraggle Rock. But anyway, let's see, what did I say? Oh, so you move the lever in his mouth and talk, and at the top was this wolf-like head. And you speak into it, and it would make your voice change. Yeah, it was like, gave him kind of an echoey sound. He was supposed to represent, I think, that face where you make the mouth move, make it talk. But I talked through this thing even if I wasn't playing. I remember I would set up my radio. I had a tape recorder, and I used to do this. Embarrassing, maybe I shouldn't talk about it. I think I still got some tapes around. Well, I would host my own radio show, and look at me now trying to host my own TV show. Where I would get, get my cassette tapes out of 10 favorite songs and be like, okay, up next now it's 8 o'clock, and we're gonna play some. Probably that time. To be honest with you, you guys are probably playing Poison or Guns N' Roses. I was over there saying, hey, 8 o'clock hour, we got a request for this new song by Randy Travis. So here it goes, and I would just act out through that microphone and stuff. I love that microphone. I can remember getting a little older too when I didn't play with He-Man anymore, taking the screws out of the battery pack part of it where it worked, the electronics of it, taking it out, still talking through it, probably making fake radio ads and stuff with it. Acting like I was in concert because of the echo. Hey, it's very good to be here tonight, guys. It's a strange kid. Hell, I'm a strange adult, I guess. So. But I love this thing. Let me just pull up a picture of the inside. Top of my head, I can't remember much of the inside. No, there's a net there, a hammock or something. It had a hole. I remember figures going through the hole, but it wasn't really a great play feature. Now, the Evil Hordak place, I had it. It had like a hole and it had a glove. I want to get that glove puppet. I wonder how much they cost. I think it'd be a good character for the junk room. That puppet, that snake puppet, I need that. You find out. I bet that thing costs a lot of money now. I bet that thing, just that snake, costs a lot of money, I bet. It has a sticker. It doesn't really have much more inside of it. Looks like all the fun was on the outside. Now, the odd thing is, I don't remember Snake Mountain on the cartoon. I'm sure it was. And I remember him sitting inside his chair and Snake Mountain and everything. But I just don't remember. Was there a talking face on the mountain like on the toy? Was there a snake at the top that moved and knocked people in? I don't remember any of that. But it didn't stop me from loving Snake Mountain. The color, the design, the gadgets, everything about this playset, I just loved. So I want to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of Snake Mountain? Did you have it? Did you want it? Did you say, no, I'm just playing with G.I. Joe? Or did you say, I like it, but Castle Grayskull was more fun? And when you break down these pictures of these playsets, although they were fun as a kid, they don't really have much play feature. I was surprised by that. It got, a gun rack inside, a chair inside. But it was still a lot of fun. Didn't matter. We loved it. So, like I said, a turn your playset. I was out of Star Wars. Out of toys, out of He-Man. By the time it came out, I didn't even know about it until the 90s. It'd be interesting how much I would have played with that if I knew about it. But let me know what you think about Snake Mountain. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Am I off base? You're like, that's the worst playset I've ever seen in my life. It's boring. Or you're just like me, hey, it was awesome. Like I said, I played with it more than I did Castle Grayskull. I remember putting them up, one on this side and one on the other side, and have them battle in the middle. But if I had to pick between the two, it would be, without a doubt, Snake Mountain. Oh, I love that. I haven't seen one, I don't think, in person, or haven't really looked or touched one since I was a kid. I need to get me a Snake Mountain. Whew, I did love it. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching this Junkman Nooner. What we're trying to do this week is a 3 a.m. reaction video, a noontime video like we're looking right now, and then at 8 o'clock every night, the longer video, the more in-depth video, I should call. I say longer, but sometimes they're shorter, but it's just more in-depth. The kind of videos you're used to seeing on this channel. 3 videos a day, Monday through Friday. Weekend would be kind of maybe wing it, so just check the channel. Hit that bell so you'll know when I post something. But that's what I'm trying to do them 3 times at those times. That way you know, even if descriptions don't tell you or the bell doesn't tell you, you know to go look. Hey, 8 o'clock video's up, noon video's up, 3 a.m. I'm going to wake up, set the alarm, get up and watch the video. But anyway, share the videos, thumb up if you like my content, and we'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.